boys and girls, and welcome back to Miss Allen's channel. Today is Tuesday, May 5th, 2020, and this week we're talking about plants and seeds. And today I'm going to read you a book about a woman who collects all the seeds that didn't work out the one season and plants them the next season so they can become great blossoms. The book is called Mrs. Maple's Seeds. And I love this picture. You can see Mrs. Maple flying on a flower, and in the basket below you can see all different kinds of seeds. Mrs. Maple's Seeds. Get to the page, it's stuck. On a bright August morning, Mrs. Maple flies home. She hurried ahead of the flock to get ready for her guest. Look, she lives in a big maple tree. I think it would be pretty cool to live in a maple tree. Mrs. Maple has traveled all summer long searching for the land for orphan seeds that got lost during the spring planting. She hopes to help them grow here in her tall maple tree and get ready for next year's planting. So, if we look over on this page, we see lots of bluebirds. On their back, they have these baskets. And in these baskets are all the seeds that didn't turn into plants. Plants or flowers, and they're going to replant them this year. Hopefully they get to become a plant this year. She learned each of them by heart, all similar yet none the same. "Take care, my little ones," Mrs. Maple said, "for the world is big and you are small." Look at this cool page. It has lots of different seeds. We have a poppy seed, a wild rice seed, a maple seed, a water lily tree seed, a pine seed, a bean seed, an apple seed, a raspberry seed, sunflower seed, acorn, corn, pea seed, lentil seed, buttercup seed, tomato seed, honeysuckle seed, pumpkin seed, and a fern seed. Look at all those different seeds. They are all the small, but they are all different because they grow different plants and different flowers. Look at all the different types. I wonder if you've ever been walking or if you've ever seen those different seeds. I know we've seen pumpkin and apple seeds before. Mrs. Maple takes them on field trips to learn about being a seed. Some will be carried by the river and land in soft, muddy soils. Friends of the river will help them bloom in a safe place. Oh, look at some of these friends. They are the frog friends. They live in a log. That'd be a pretty neat place to live. Here's Mrs. Maple taking all the seeds on her field trip, showing them that some of them might land near the water, and her friends, the frogs, will take care of them. They tour the green, grassy fields and thick forests. Many seeds will blow here, where the soil is rich, will keep their pods healthy, and the sun and the rain will help them grow tall. In the bustling garden, seeds may take care to stay clear of the weedy characters. So, she's taking them on another tour. Some might land in the green grassy part or in the forest. Here, they will have lots of water and sunshine that they will need to be grown. If they're grown in a garden, they need to take care of these weeds. Weeds are not good for plants and animals. Like carrots, they will hurt them and not let them grow. So weeds aren't a good thing. Wonder if any of your parents have been weeding outside like Miss Allen has. Snuggled in each night, Mrs. Maple reads A Flower Tale by firelight. Before going to bed, she whispers, "Take care, my little ones, for the world is big and you are small." Let's first see. Love this picture of her reading A Flower Tale by firefly light. And then I also love we get to see inside her tree. In each one of these beds, she's tucked a seed in. How cool. Those seeds are getting taken care of. Winter comes with the snow. A time to stay cozy and dry. Neighbor friends gather to share their supplies of hot maple syrup, old corn husk, and juicy fruit rinds. Together they pass along the long months with stories and songs. So now it's become winter, and here are all the animals bringing the things to them. To keep warm, they pass along the winter inside the maple tree, telling stories and singing songs next to that fire. Oh, that fire looks warm. Miss Allen loves when it's snow. Sad that we didn't get much, or any, this year. When spring comes, thunderstorms pouring certain curtains of rain. Don't be afraid. Raindrops help us grow. Miss Maple says to the seeds, they learn to dance and burrow down into the muddy ground. So, even though sometimes thunderstorms and rainstorms can be scary, they're great for seeds. They learn to dance and get right down into the mud with the help of Mrs. Maple. On a windy May morning, the last spring petal drifts down from the sky. The time has come for Mrs. Maple to send her seeds off to find some roots. And this month that just turned is May, so the last petal might be falling off a tree. That means it's a great time for the seeds to be spread and getting ready to grow. They set out on a new exciting journey into the wild unknown. Some seeds will take root in the nearby garden, while others will travel on distant winds and faraway tides. So look, she's letting them all go. Some will go by wind, some will go by water. Some will be right in her garden, and some will go very far. Ooh. Mrs. Maple has given them guidance and love, and now her part in the story has come to an end. They say goodbyes with sweet memories, past and bright futures ahead. She's setting these guys off on the water. I love the pictures in this book. They're very pretty and cool. As Mrs. Maple gazes out across the land below, she whispers, "Take care, my little ones, for the world is big and you are small. But never forget, even the grandest of trees once had to grow up from the smallest of seeds." So we forget that sometime. So even those great big trees started out as that little seed. Into the evening, she sips her green tea in the quiet hollow of the old maple tree. By the end of each season is the start of the next one. One summer morning, Mrs. Maple grabs her willowweed hat, whistles a merry tune, and sets off to follow the faraway call of other lost seeds waiting to be found. So this means she's going to go out on her bluebird friends and collect some seeds. See, they all have their baskets ready. How fun would it be to be flying on the back of a bluebird? The end. And here she is flying off to collect those seeds. What a great story. Thank you, boys and girls, for joining me today. I hope you had a great time. I love you and miss you, and see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.